Hey everybody and welcome. My name is Alex Gabriel and I am here at Heartland RVs and welcome to Facebook Friday. Today we're going to check out a brand new unit, the 3700 MB by Eddie Bauer. Let's check it out. As I mentioned, we are inside the 3700 MB. This unit is 41 feet 8 inches and right at 12,500 pounds dry. This is a spectacular camper. There are some awesome features that we're going to get into in just a moment. But every time we talk about Eddie Bauer campers, I like to tell the story of Eddie Bauer and kind of the passion that we have for this particular product. So Eddie Bauer was an actual person who over 100 years ago started a clothing company to get people to spend time outside. 100 years later, Eddie Bauer, the company, has partnered with Camping World and Heartland to deliver that same passion to you. We want to get people to spend time outside in a camper. And I think with the features and amenities that we have inside of this particular unit, we've done so. Brad Simon is my coworker here and also a regional sales manager. Brad, this is a spectacular unit and has some awesome features. Walk me through some of the things that you like the most.
Well, starting off with the inside part of this unit, what comes standard in these Eddie Bauer fifth wheels is you have your fireplace, your large smart TV, a residential style reefer, 16 cubic foot.
This is a fantastic refrigerator. Plenty of space for all of your goodies. 1, 2, and then 2 crisper drawers here as well. Speaking of storage, look at this pantry. That's where the magic happens right there. Now, this would be a fairly empty pantry, right? We just have our spreads and oils, but think about all this space, right? This goes up fairly high. So if you want to have the largest box of Fruit Loops known to man, you can do that. If you want to do your second largest box of Fruit Loops down here, maybe you have a dog that you want to bring and you want to put their dog food down there, that's kind of a really nice area to do so. So some really excellent features that we have in here. One thing that is, in my opinion, the coolest feature, Brad, hit those lights for me. So we have dimmable switches in the primary living space and in the master bedroom. So if you want to sort of set the mood or set the temperature of the room, you can do so very easily. Whether it's, you're winding down by the end of the night, you're watching a TV show, having the fireplace going, let's dim the lights. I don't need all this. I know I'm beautiful, but I don't need to be in full light all the time. You can do that. You can also do that in the bedroom, as I mentioned. Before we move on, I want to mention just a couple of things. One, this is a tri-fold sofa, so this can fold all the way out and is very spacious as far as sleeping is concerned. So as we fold this up here, you can see I'm not the strongest man alive, but it's pretty simple. Let's talk about actual capability of sleeping. I'm 6 foot tall. There is plenty of space for me to rest here. And again, if I want to scrunch up into a ball, I could do that as well, right? If we think about sleeping space here in the unit, you can fit 2 here. We have a bunk space for the kiddos or guests, and we have a master bedroom, which is a king size bed. So with that being said, let's transition to the bunk space.
Inside this particular room is your mid-den. You have a love seat that folds out to another bed here. You have some cabinetry space. You have an area for a TV to be hooked up as well. So another option, another area for you to unwind.
And don't forget about your bunk space up here. Again, Brad and I are not the smallest guys. Plenty of space here. Brad can do his hair, his beautiful mane of hair, and I can touch up the blemishes here. Now, as we continue on, a couple other things that I want to point out to you, aside from the storage and the his and her stinks, we do have a real porcelain toilet. And check out the shower here. Plenty of space. We have our glass shower door here. 3 here, so I can look good. Again, there's plenty of space. I have a ton of clearance here. Again, I'm 6 foot tall. I can get clean. Let's check out the master bedroom.
We are inside the master bedroom. This floor plan will have a 70 by 80 king size bed. Also equipped inside this is the dimmable switch that we talked about before. This unit also includes a washer dryer prep, stackable washer dryer. Storage underneath the bed, along with closet. You have a charging station for your phone or CPAP machine, and then a nice bankment of cabinetry as well.
So if you're working and you want to be like me and type away, this is prepped for Wi-Fi. Also, if you want to have some recreational space, you can chill out like Brad over here. It should also be mentioned that if you wanted to make that bunk space your working area, you could easily do so, as Brad mentioned. Now, before we head outside and go through all the features and amenities, I did want to mention this is a product that is found exclusively at Camping World. And let's say that you're not looking for a camper that is so long, you're not looking for a bunkhouse, or you don't have a truck that can tow this particular unit, that's no problem. With the Eddie Bauer line, we have over 30 different models, 5 different segments. So if you're looking for a single axle camper that's 21 feet in length, or if you're looking for something like this that's over 40 feet in length, or something in between, we have a unit that fits towing capacity, price point, and floor plan. You can find all of those always at Camping World or at heartlandrvs.com. So let's check the outside of the unit. As I mentioned, Eddie Bauer, the company, is known for its excellent craftsmanship. It's a company that's over 100 years old. You don't last for 100 years if you don't have quality associated with you. We've tried to replicate those same quality aspects in the manufacturing of this camper as well, in all the Eddie Bauer campers. This particular one, the fifth wheels, have some fantastic features. Thinking about holding up against the elements, this is an extended season camper. So it will have features such as a fully heated and enclosed underbelly. It will have block foam insulation and Asdel to protect against delamination. Also, it has a 3-way switch. If we talk about just convenience of setting up the camper, Brad, show us this 3-way switch.
The Eddie Bauer fifth wheels also include an awning switch in your pass-through storage. If it's windy outside, you can't walk inside to close it, you can actually operate your awning with this switch.
Now, Brad, think about this compared to other campers where you're looking inside and you're saying, your control panel says, hey, is the awning all the way out yet? Can make it much more difficult. We've tried to make the process as easy as possible to set up. So we've included things such as a 6-point auto leveling system, just one touch. We have an easy MORryde steps here. We also have, this is a brand new feature for this particular model and all of our fifth wheels moving forward. It's the safety rail by MORryde. We got some feedback that the XL grab handles were sometimes a little bit difficult to grasp. So what we tried to do is say, hey, how can we do better? So we put the safety rail here. It goes all the way to the bottom of the stairs, make it easy. Again, this is very sturdy to get up and down the steps. Additionally, when you're hitting the road, this will just fold up safely against the camper. So we talked about accessibility, we talked about setting up, we talked about protecting against the elements, but there are also some factors or features that individuals tend to overlook. One of those being solar. This unit and all of your fifth wheels will be prepped for our Sol 380 package, so that's going to be a roof-mounted solar system. As we come around to the pass-through storage, you can see there's plenty of space to add more batteries if we want to do so. Also directly in that pass-through storage, you can see our battery disconnects. So what we're looking at right here is a baggage door. To you, it may just seem like a baggage door, but to me, it signifies something bigger. At the Tampa show last year, we had a fifth wheel model and the baggage door swung open this way and it was hitting the slide box. And the customer said, hey, have you ever considered making it open this way? And we said, you know what? That's a great idea. And that's one of the big advantages of having a Camping World exclusive product is we can get feedback in real time and make the subtle changes to ensure that the camper fits what a camper is looking for, whether it's the interior, whether it's the features, whether it's the amenities. And I think this particular feature speaks to that. Obviously, you can see we have our city water connections. And I previously did not mention, but this does have an on-demand hot water heater. So if we think about harkening back to that comfort aspect, you want to be as comfortable as possible inside this camper. And I want to take a hot shower. My wife wants to take a hot shower. She can do so, right? While she's doing her hair or I'm doing my blush with his and her sink, we have the ability to have unlimited hot water, which I think is a fantastic feature. Also, this comes with slide toppers. This will be a standard feature on all of your Signature Series travel trailers and fifth wheels. Now, I want to show you one last thing before we wrap up. That's the rear of the camper. Couple last features that we wanted to mention before we wrap up. This will come with a backup camera standard. This is the Furrion Vision S system. Additionally, Brad, what do we got?
You have a 2-inch receiver on the back of every fifth wheel, and also you have a bracket that you can actually hook up an extendable Lippert ladder.
So you can see, loaded down with features, affordable price points, over 30 different floor plans, 5 different model segments that you can choose from. We want to make sure that you can launch your life's journey in a camper that fits what you're looking for, and the Eddie Bauer is the perfect one to do so. If you're looking for a different model, different price point, as I mentioned, go to heartlandrvs.com or campingworld.com and find the camper for you. My name is Alex Gabriel. This is Brad Simon. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.